Alright, so we got a pretty cool unboxing today. We have the Cross RC EMO X3. It's a 1/8 scale 4x4 off-road tow truck based on an old bullnose Ford. Does not look like it's officially licensed though. There's no emblem in the grill. Alright, just some basics with the truck. We got portal axles with diff lockers, 4x4 with high and low speed, 25 turn high torque brushed motor. We got aluminum oil shocks with threaded adjusters, 10 kilogram scale winch for rear towing. Looks like it uses stainless steel links for the suspension, front panhard bar, 4-link rear suspension. It has LED lights, receiver and transmitter look like they're Dumbo RC. We got all the dimensions on this side of the box. Some sticker sheets. More stickers. Little quality control card and some more stickers. Tiger towing. Our Cross RC Dumbo transmitter. Looks like you get some nice tools. Let's take a closer look. Got these nice hex drivers. EMO X branded. 15, 25, and 20. Standard T-wrench. Some spare hardware. Another wrench maybe for the wheel nut, M5. Got a Cross RC lanyard and this USB drive. I believe our owner's manual is on that. They got it well packaged. Let's get it all unboxed and put it on the table. So it looks like we're going to have to take the body off to get all the plastic off. With a nice metallic red paint job. Diamond plate on the tow bed. Tires are pretty soft. Pretty stiff foam. A lot of articulation. Has a clipless body. Got these little tabs on the four corners. The body lifts off. Pretty heavy duty cable for your lights. It has an interior with a driver. So your 775 brush motor. Your Hobby Wing WP880 ESC. They Velcro it to the top of the receiver box. Got your battery tray. Uses an XT60 connector. Your front steering servo. This servo looks like it controls your front diff. This is your servo for your high and low. The servo for the rear diff should be hiding under the rear bed. Got some scale accessories on the bed. Got some fuel tanks, a little toolbox. Looks like it uses rope for the tow cable. Alright, we have the Cross RC EMO X3 out today. I had it out at my sister's the other day, but the rocks were a little bit too big for this to do any crawling. I did get my speed test and high and low gear in. We're going to do some crawling around my place. Some of the landscaping, the rocks are, I think, a better size for crawling for this truck. We're going to test out the capabilities of the winch. We're going to try and do some recoveries and some towing. I think it looks really cool with the diamond plate and the gas cans. I added my own decal on the body, Victory Auto Wreckers. If any of you guys are local to the Chicagoland area, you should be familiar with their famous commercial. Alright, doing a size comparison with the Cross RC. We got a TRX4 out. TRX4 is 10th scale. The Cross RC EMO X is 8th scale. For the lights on the truck, the front running lights are always on. The next setting is low beams, high beams. Now you got red and blue police lights. With an alternating strobe pattern, it looks like. Seizure mode, where it's just going crazy. I guess sort of four ways or hazards. And then back to just running lights. You also have rear tail lights. They also get brighter with the brights. And they strobe and four-way in the different settings. All right, see what the top speed is in low gear. $5 miles an hour. Let's see what it does in high gear. $10 miles an hour in high gear.
always helps.
All right, let's try towing something. Winch moves pretty slow. It's going to take a little while. Let's see how it tows. Now the TRX4 is not going to roll free, but I imagine the Cross RC still has enough power to pull it. No problem at all, actually. Alright, try an off-road recovery. See how long our winch line is too. Has a pretty long winch line. I don't believe this is all the way out, but I'm pretty sure it's close. Alright, let's see its strength. I kind of chalked the wheels with some rocks there. See if it'll pull the Bronco up over these rocks. One thing I should mention on the controller, what it's labeled in and out for the winch controls is actually reversed. Not too big of a deal, but just got to remember when you're winching it in or out. Alright. Putting load on the Cross RC with the winch. Bronco's still not moving yet. Oh, starting to. Alright. Now I don't have a battery in the Bronco at all, so I can't even steer to help with it. Starting to lift the tires a little bit on the front of the Cross RC. Alright. Definitely not the fastest winch in the world, but it does seem to have a lot of power. All right, all winched in. Now let's drive it out. Getting light on the front end in the EMO X. Lock that front diff. Let out a little slack on the Bronco, see if I could get the truck up, and then winch it up the hill. Maybe I just need to hit it with a little more power. This is pretty fun. Alright, so I had a lot of fun with the Cross RC EMO X3. I found it to be a very capable crawler with the locking differentials front and rear and the high and low speed transmission. A lot of flex and articulation in the suspension. I had a lot of fun playing with the wrecker body. The winch was very powerful, able to pull a TRX4 up over some rocks. In high gear, it has plenty of speed for trail walking. I like the working lights. The police lights and the strobes are a little gimmicky. I'd probably just use just the regular lights most of the time, but love this old Ford body. It's not officially licensed, but cool little tribute to the famous commercial here in Chicagoland. To the Victory Auto Wreckers truck. Unfortunately, they did close a few years ago, but alright, so I'm very happy with my first crawler from Cross RC. Might have to get something else from them in the future. They have some pretty wild models. A lot of them are still out of my budget, but they do have some fairly budget-friendly crawlers. This was $570 for being 1/8 scale with high and low speed transmission, locking diffs front and rear, the working winch for the wrecker body, lights front and rear. I really think it's a pretty good deal. Alright, thanks for watching.